Hello and welcome to the stunning scenery that is Wales, and of course that means the final round of the 2011 World Rally Championship and the final day of action. It started with a spectacular off on the opening stage for Frenchman Sébastien Ogier, retiring a near miss for Peter Solberg as well, and the battle then continued into the night and then into day two. And off for Mikko Kievanen, damaging the radiator of his Fiesta and ultimately putting him out of the rally. That meant that number one was yet again Sébastien Loeb, world champion 2011. So Cardiff is where officially the headquarters are, some 150 k's west of London. Builth Wells is where the service park is, and Llandudno on the northern coast of Wales is where Great Orme is, and that's where this off for Sébastien Ogier happened. The last time it was run that stage in 81, it was won by Jean Ragnotti. Danny Sordo had an off on stage 5, having worked himself into the points. The battle between Loeb and Ogier was well and truly on the early stages of Friday. Damp and muddy and foggy conditions meant that this spin, having just taken the lead on stage 6, that Kievanen, having damaged his radiator, was fighting everything he could to try and fix the car, him and his co-driver.
That's the end of it.
Yeah, that's the end of it. Said it all. The end of the rally and the end of his World Championship battle again. He goes to Loeb, 8th consecutive World Rally title for the 37-year-old Frenchman. Peter Solberg had a frustrating end to his rally, a fire just before stage 12, putting him out. Jari-Matti Latvala, who took the lead, stage 15, and hence the battle into the final day.
I don't know, if maybe he's much better than me, or maybe we are cleaning a bit, I don't know. I've done a perfect stage. You can watch it on the video, you will find no mistakes nowhere.
I am really hungry. I haven't been winning rally for 1.5 years, and nothing for this year, so I'm really hungry. He has got his 8th World Championship title, but for sure he is hungry, but I think I'm more hungry.
No doubt about Jari-Matti's commitment. 6.1 seconds the lead that he's got at the end of Saturday going into the final day. Mads Osberg, a brilliant drive into third despite engine problems, and his countryman Henning Solberg in a best of the season fourth. Chris Meek fighting back from technical problems on Saturday morning. Then Wilson Kuipers, Tanak Novikov and American Ken Block round out the point scoring positions. So the final day, the fourth day in fact, 6 stages, just 84 k's, including the all-important power stage, and 322 k's of road sections. So the halfway stage, 14.93 k's, with 3 kilometres of tarmac at the start. An early start for the crews at just 7:38 in the morning. I reckon it's going to be interesting to see what Jari-Matti can do. You've seen his pace on tarmac sections on gravel tyres early in the season. Generally his tarmac driving has been superb. That combined with the pace he's shown on the loose and on the muddy stages in the general part of the rally so far, no doubt that his hopes of trying to seal his first victory in 2011 borne out by the level of commitment he's showing so far.
Heti oikein 2 kirraa, 3 pirun pitkä, 20 Parroposen 2, 30 jarru, Ristöiposen 7, alakivi läpi portin. Hetivosen 2, Posen 1 ylitypökirraa 2, jatkuu oikein 2, jatkuu Posen 4, jatkuu jarru oikein 7 liuka. Sitten jatkuu Posen 8, heti oikein 2 älä. Hetivosen 4 miinus, jatkuu Nepposen 5 liukas, jatkuu oikein 5 tarkka.
A wonderfully flamboyant drive from Jari-Matti. The first stage of the day sets a time of 8:45.6. We'll have to watch with interest to see if Sébastien Loeb can respond. Those wonderful shots of the DS3 showing that there's no doubt, despite having clinched the championship, Loeb is determined to try and clinch the rally again for the 4th consecutive year. Down on the splits though. Lower than Jari Matti. And Mads Osberg do anything about setting the fastest time in the morning though. Intermittent engine problems halting his charge, but after retirements ahead of him, specifically of Kjevenen, of course Ogier on the first stage, and then Petter Solberg was chasing him down. Osberg looked solid, comes through with what was to be the third fastest time on the stage.
Kortfem vänster plus, low 50, smal vinkel vänster minus, sten in i grind. 6 vänster som nyper kort 5 minus, håll in i 5 höger minus, i smal 4 vänster minus, håll in till 2 höger.
Matt's final morning, how was the stage?
Yeah, stage was actually very nice. One of the nicest stages on the rally, I think. So it was enjoyable, definitely. But we are just now working on securing the third position, and I'm driving very safely and taking no risks. And but it was a good start in the morning, and I really enjoyed that stage.
2.5 minutes, or more than 2.5 minutes behind Loeb, and over 3 minutes ahead of this man, Henning Solberg. Best on for his best result in 2011.
6 right over 100, tight slit. 60, lead 6 left minus.
But he's under pressure from Chris Meek. The question being is, can Northern Irishman tell anything about the 45-second deficit he has to Henning? Henning needing to be precise and quick.
120, 3 right plus, half long.
Best of the fourth fastest time so far. This one though comes through with the 8th fastest time, a 909.9. Saturday morning was troublesome for Chris Meek, a broken engine mounting on the Mini, causing handling problems and also a turbo pipe to work loose, costing him time. Much quicker in the afternoon. He's already had a stage win on stage 9, and he's pushing very hard to try and close down on Henning Solberg, and the splits are showing he's well up on the Norwegian. Comes through with the 4th fastest time, takes 9.9 seconds out of Henning Solberg.
Chris, you're going for Henning this morning, you've just taken 9 out of him, that was a great run.
Yeah, good enough. There was a lot more grip in here than there has been on any stage before, and yeah, I could have used that a bit more, but still, we're in that in-between stage. Yes, we want to catch Henning, but we need to get it home, but yeah, we know the grip's there now. Now we can maybe push a bit more, but that's on target.
Another very impressive performance so far in the rally has been from Matthew Wilson to keep himself out of trouble. Oit Tanak in the DMAC tired car, the Chinese tyre manufactured, debuting on the WRC car, as is for the 22-year-old Estonian, who was well up in 5th position till an off on stage 15, dropped him 2 minutes. But has pushed hard, and it's good, looking good for maybe getting himself ahead of Dennis Kuipers. 4.2 behind coming into the stage. Comes through 8.4 quicker, so now ahead of Kuipers once again by 4.2 seconds. Latvala extends his lead though by winning the stage ahead of Loeb, and then Osberg, Solberg, Chris Meek, Matt Wilson, Tanak. Kuipers now behind Tanak, with Novikov closing down fast. Ken Block still doing a solid job in 10th position. And then this incredible scene from the helicopter of Sebastian Loeb's car on a road section heading to the next stage. A collision with a spectator's car, hole in the radiator on the Citroen, and putting the world champion out of the rally. The rumour was it was a friend of Danny Sordo's who was driving the car, and she was mistakenly on the wrong side of the road, being a Spanish driver.
Sebastian, this is a terrible way to end the rally. What happened?
It happened that on the road section it came a car in front and I went on the side, but we are in England and he's not English, so he went on the wrong side and we crashed. So it was not a big impact, but in the front radiator is very open, so now the water is coming out and it's finished.
Okay, so that's a rally over for you, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are world champion.
We're world champions, so no big problem.
No problem.
So a resigned Loeb. Apologies to our Welsh friends for saying that we are in England. Of course we're not. There is a big battle between Egon Carr and Craig Breen for the WRC Academy. We'll find out how that turns out. We'll find out more of the action from Latvala as well in just a moment on MotorsTV. Welcome back, and after stage 8 in the opening one of Saturday morning, Latvala has a lead over Mads Osberg now, of course, of almost 3 minutes. Now WRC have joined with the FIA in the action for road safety, something that the WRC Academy drivers are involved in as well.
3, action for road safety!
They should close the wheels for
2 hours.
So a battle is on between Carl from Estonia and Breen from Ireland. Either of these drivers can win it. They're virtually neck and neck on touch points. Carr's taken 3 wins in this inaugural year of WRC Academy. Breen a single win so far in Deutschland, but has been very consistent. Fischer also taking victory in France as well, but no doubt between the two of them that Breen is the man on a mission, winning virtually every stage. Extra points for stage wins. Needs to win the rally and then has to wait to see where Carl finishes, because if Carl doesn't win the final stage, he's on for a victory in the championship, and with it a €500,000 prize scholarship towards his future career. Here's the news! Craig Breen, WRC Academy champion for 2011.
Academy winner. Incredible feeling, completely surreal. You know, I'm a 21-year-old kid that's been rallying back home, and you know, to come here to a world stage and to develop over the last 2 years and to find myself here, even to be competing here, you know, is just incredible. And to win it, it really emphasises that there is some consistency to my pace and I can continue it for a complete rally, and I'm not some lunatic that flies off the road.
Well, an emotional and happy Craig Breen. Many congratulations to him. Fantastic performance. Commiserations to Egon Carr. Great job by him over the year. Alistair Fisher also right in there throughout. Look at that. Tied on points, but in the end, Breen got the nod. So back to the action in the main event. Of course, the Academy guys finishing on the Saturday afternoon. Stages 19 and 20. 20 being the first running through monument of what is going to be the power stage, the final stage of the rally. Second being run in the opposite direction, 8 kilometres of tarmac at the end. From being the most northern stages of the rally last year, the most southern in terms of where they are in Wales for this year. The stage also shorter by half in the opposite direction, very fast and open. Matti come through to win stages 19. Osberg do anything about getting a little bit closer to what is now a possible win if Latvala had a problem. Imagine that. Interestingly, the winner on stage 20 was Sebastian Ogier, super rallying and reminding us of his pace. It was 0.2 of a second quicker than Latvala. Osberg coming through, 7th fastest on stage 20, having on stage 19 come through with the 4th fastest time. the end of stage 20 will be sitting there some 3 minutes and 19 away from the Arimati, but a comfortable 3 minutes 11 ahead of this man Henning Solberg, who is feeling the pressure. He's doing his damnedest to try and keep a sensible gap to Meek, who, as we heard, has found more grip. 8th fastest on stage 19, 4th fastest on stage 20. Let's watch to see what Chris Meek can do. Dungannon man with a lot of support from Northern Ireland over here in Wales and from everywhere else in the UK. It shows that the pace that won in the 2009 IRC title is clearly there. The pace that Colin McRae had faith in. Takes the 3rd fastest time on Cricket. Gap down to 22.6 at the end of stage 19. Stage 20 Monument is just 4.36 Ks. Stage 20, another 1.3 faster than Henning. The gap now 21.3. Matthew Wilson came through with a 10th and an 8th fastest en route for his best ever Rally GB finish. D-Mac tyres on Oit Tanak's Fiesta working well, as is the young Estonian's ability to work his way back up to 7th on stage 18. 10 seconds out of Wilson. 19 rather, and then another 0.9 is going to be going the way of Oit Tanak on stage 20.
70 nukk, 50 stopp, vasak 6 miinus nukk, kohe parem 2+, ei lõika maha. Kohe vasak 1 miinus tagasi.
7.9 behind Wilson.
Leit parem 3 miinus, ei lõika. 30, nukk vasak 5+, üli pikk.
Not for that off he had on 15. The 2 minutes he lost would have probably put him a safe 4th, possibly even in a podium position, which would have been outstanding. So in the car that we normally see Khalid Al-Qasimi driving, Evgeny Novikov in a 3rd different car in as many rallies. He's done a solid job. On stage 19, got himself ahead of Dennis Kuipers. Like Denny Shiroday, arguably the most patient man in WRC this year, certainly brought the young Russian along a lot, calmed him down, got him in the points last time out, or helped get him in the points. Pace is undoubted, a number of top 3 stage times throughout the year for Novikov.
Zero short, left 1 short.
There was a problem at the start of stage 20, an engine problem causing him to be slow getting away.
Right 0 line short.
It's only going to be the 17th fastest time on stage 20. Dropped back behind Kuipers by 0.7 of a second. It's a bit up and down for the Dutchman, who's had a couple of top 6 finishes this year in France and Spain. Nice to have a finish for a Dutchman. His personal best as well. A newly liveried car as a result of a competition by fans of the Dutchman, very popular in his home country. Fastest on stage 19, having been 12th fastest on the opening stage on 18. And stage 20 comes through 9th fastest time. Now ahead of Novikov in 7th position.
Dennis, how's it been for you this morning? Obviously under a lot of pressure from Tanak. Yeah, they're going fast, but I must say the first two stages I did not like. The tarmac is slippery some places, so the last stage was a proper stage. I liked that stage, and but okay, Tanak and Novikov are going very fast, and okay, it's the way it is.
Designed to whatever happens, but Latvala is just looking very solid at the front, as is Osberg in second. Far from solid is Henning Solberg's third position as Chris Meek continues to charge. Outstanding performance, Matt Wilson now looking pretty safe ahead of Tanak and Kuipers and Novikov, who are fighting hard. And another Mini in the top 10 with Armando Araujo as they head to service.
Jari-Matti, you're on course to win Rally GB. That must be a dream for you.
Yeah, it is. I have said this is my 10th time in this rally, and this was my first World Championship rally, and I really, many years I have, like since 2008 when I finished second here, I have wanted to win the rally, and now it's getting close, but there's still three stages to go, so you need to really keep the head cool.
Mads, it looks like the season's going to end as it began in Sweden with a very decent result for you. How happy are you with your drive?
Well, I'm happy. It's going very well, and we can just control it now. The pace notes are really good. The car is handling very well, so we are definitely under control and can just drive in this pace all the way in there.
You're in third at the moment. This must be quite a dream result for you for the last rally of the season.
Yeah, it can be very good. So if you can keep this position now, then I will be very happy. So, but I have to keep it.
And just how much of a battle will there be with Chris Meek to hold on to third?
It will be a hard battle. He knows this road, these two today or these three. He knows very well. So it will be hard for me to beat him, but I will try to keep him behind.
Chris, it was a tough day yesterday for you. Has this morning been any better for you?
Yeah, it's been good. The car's working good. The stages here are offering a lot more grip this morning, although we do have the tarmac sections in between, and yeah, it's very difficult to read because it's quite greasy on the tarmac, and sometimes it feels okay, and then you go for a bit of a push and it all gets a bit leery. So yeah, we're trying. Obviously Henning now is we have half the gap to Henning, so yeah, we have the same loop again, so it's going to be close.
Be interesting to watch. That really is the real fight that we're watching. Latvala looking solid, Osberg doing a fantastic job, but Henning and Chris Meek will fight surely to the end. Some other positions yet to be resolved, and we will have the rest of the action here on MotorsTV after the break. See you soon. Welcome back to the final day action from Wales Rally GB. Jari-Matti Latvala leads Mads Osberg by 3 minutes and 19. But the battle we're really watching is for the final podium position between Henning Solberg and between Chris Meek. Meanwhile, Jari-Matti loves this event. It's his 10th event, he told us earlier on. So far, he has been absolutely outstanding in terms of his level of commitment. 10 stage wins so far. Already leading the rally before Sebastian Loeb had his bizarre retirement on the road section early on Sunday morning. Through with the fastest time on stage 21 as well. 8:59.8. 11 stage wins. Berger said just means to bring it home, doesn't need to make any silly mistakes, but needs to push all the way. Very, very tricky for him with the spectators and photographers on the apex of that corner there. Ever since the beginning of the rally, but has been fighting a bit of an intermittent engine issue. Seems to be dealing with that well now. Certainly seems to be less of a problem. Comes through with the 5th fastest time on stage 21. So this is the battle, Henning Solberg versus Chris Meek. The gap has been halved. With half the amount of stages done on the day, the other half still to come. What can Henning do? 6 tenths down on Chris Meek at the first split. 3.5 seconds down on the second split.
100. Flat over crest to flat 6 left plus.
It's going to be a big fight for Henning to try and hang on to this position.
200. Flat 6 left half long.
9 minutes 11.4 for Henning Solberg. What can Meek do? As mentioned already, well up on the splits all the way through the first part of the stage, into the middle part of the stage, continuing to make progress. Pace that saw him win stage 9, clearly evident. Dramas that slowed him so much on Saturday morning appear to have gone away. He comes through with a 9:03.4, third fastest time on the stage. The gap now down to 13.3 seconds with 2 stages remaining. The other top British runner, of course, is Matthew Wilson, who's driven a solid rally. He's kept himself out of trouble, had a light pod problem on the first day. Still continues to look a safe 5th.
Ja, was 2 plus
A Solberg-esque expression on Oit Tanak's face. Similarly fast as the Norwegian. Been in a bit of an up and down battle between himself, Novikov and Kuipers.
Ja, parem läheb 4 pluss. Nukk parem 3 miinus pool pikk. 70. Parem 5 läheb 3 pluss ülipikk nukiga kitsas. Lõpp ei lõika.
2 seconds ahead of Kuipers.
2 pluss hea.
To extend that gap. Solid for 6th position on the D-Mac tyres. Fastest time for Oit Tanak on that stage. Hairy. Evgeny Novikov, every time you see him, seems to have slightly more fur growing, but definitely doesn't affect his pace, does it?
Danger, right to very short, danger, right to very short, left one hard over crest, left one hard over crest. 100 straight.
12.2 seconds faster than Dennis Kuipers, moving himself up to 7th position with the 6th fastest time on the halfway stage. Good performance by Novikov. Both positions changing. But Latvala solid, as is Osberg, with Henning under massive pressure now from Chris Meek. Matthew Wilson, again, not really under too much pressure from Tanak, but Tanak, Novikov and Kuipers. Anything could happen for 6th, 7th and 8th. Rauscher doing a great job in the Grafoni Ented Mini in 10th position. So, the cricket stage, the second pass through here, a stage that Chris Meek knows well.
Keep in open, watch it.
First time through, Meek was 3rd fastest from a 12:46.6. We're going to get a chance to ride through the majority of this stage with Chris Meek and with Paul Nagel guiding him as always. Nagel and Meek, of course, 2009 IRC champions, stage winner on 9. Dramas in the morning of Saturday, and then it seems to be going well in his battle to try and close down on Henning Solberg. So let's enjoy the ride with Chris Meek and Paul Nagel through the cricket stage. Second pass, stage 22.
Left minus and crest sudden. Right half open, don't go wide. 50. Keep out with the long side left into, don't cut it. 100 crest and 6 left minus. 120. Long 6 right, well in. 100. Stop. 6 left, well in and right minus 50. Left right and 2 left. right minus, bumps in the inside. And 6 left, open, 100, stop to the bale. 60 turn 2 left neat. And right, keep out, tightens to hairpin right, late, tightens. And to the left, well in, 250.
Remember, Mika's got the gap down from 45 seconds at the start of the day down to just over 13 seconds coming into this stage. First part of the stage is actually slightly down on Henning. Got that back to equal with him by the second split. He's 4/10 quicker by the third split, going into the latter part of the stage.
Left minus, bump inside and turn, 5 right over left, and right for 100, slowing lead left, tightens the 2 left, keep in for 60. 150 to the bale, 100, stop, turn, hairpin right in. 80 right, tightens the slow, 3 right minus, tightens right, tightens in, and 3 left, for 100, 80, long 6 left, 120, slowing 6 right through the dip and big stop, slippy braking, 1 to 60, deceptive left, tightens the 2 left minus, for 60, 80, right, tightens the 4 right, keep in, for 120, keep in again, opens plus, 150, long 6 left, continues over crest, okay, 80, 6 right through the dip, 80, 6 left, tightens in over bump, okay, 120 to arrow, 80, big stop, 20 crest up, 3 left minus, 80, 2 left minus in, 80, early 4 left plus, well in, 150, long 6 right, 150, 6 left, cut, over crest, okay, big stop, 60, 5 right minus, well in, camber, watch it, 50, turn 1 left, well in, 40, slow, right, well in, 100, and 6 left, don't cut, 120, stop, right left slowing the sudden, 2 right in, and left over crest, 80, right left plus, don't cut, and early 6 right, well in over crest, 120, 6 right on the crest, into 6 left, open 50 care, 6 left right, 4 left minus, well in for 100, 50, slow, right minus, tighten, the bales, don't go wide, be very neat crest, 80, 4 right, tighten, turn slow to right, keep well in, 100, caution left for 80, tightens the slow, 4 left minus, late for 60, 80, 6 left, opens, 120, that's where we're at the moment, line 4 right minus for 80, bump, don't cut it, stop 80, 2 right minus, 450, 80, 6 left in, straight 100, 6 left, open, then tighten, stop over crest, into 4 right plus to the dip, okay, and crest, 6 left, 80, very slow, except the 4 left minus, tighten, watch it, the 4 right plus, opens, and right on crest, and 6 left, 150, right past the opening, 100, 6 right meet, minus, very neat, don't cut, don't go wide, remember, big stop, 80, 4 left tightens, minus, 460, and later early 4 right plus, bad difference, watch the bad difference, 120, right to keep in, slowing over crest, and 5 left, double tightens, 4 left, 50, 6 right, and 6 left minus for 100, slowing late after arrow, 3 left minus,
The penultimate stage, it was a difference of 9/10 in Meek's favour. The final penultimate split, that is, sorry, final split. found incredible 9 seconds. That's how good he was in the latter part of the stage. 13:03.3 for Henning Solberg. Was to be a 12:51.8 for Chris Meek. Takes 11.5 seconds out of Henning Solberg. We're going to the final stage, just 1.8 seconds behind. Incredible stuff from Meek and Nagel there. Lapwell are looking safe. Osberg looking safe as well, but Meek doing everything he can to get that final podium position. Meanwhile, Tanak, Novikov and Kuiper still fighting over 6th place. We go to the power stage monument, the second pass through. It's going to be a thrilling fight to the end between Chris Meek and Henning Solberg. Can Jari-Matti hang on to take a win in 2011? So going into the final stage, that's what it looks like. A lead of 3 minutes and 41 seconds for Lapwell over Osberg. But it's that back between Henning Solberg and Chris Meek into this final power stage. Interestingly run in the opposite direction and about half as long as when it was run as Monument in 2010. Mixture of grip levels for the crews to contend with, and some great jumps. As we see Ken Block, the American who got the Colin McRae award in Sweden for the longest jump at the start of the year, finishing the year with a similar level of commitment. This is Evgeny Novikov. We said that Shiro Dave managed to keep him under control, but didn't seem to be ever too much about that moment there. Nevertheless, Novikov was to come through with what was ultimately going to be the 6th fastest time on the stage. Wait, Tanak, meanwhile, through with the 5th fastest time on the stage. Rogier has already had a couple of stage wins on the day already. He's been Mr. Power Stage so far, 3 wins on power stages. Who knows what could have happened. He's yet to not have an off in Rally GB in his 4 attempts. Comes through with a 2:41.3. Ah, this moment for Chris Meek! Oh, surely that's going to have hurt his charge. It's just 1.8 seconds between him and Henning Solberg. He's come through to 2:47.7. Keeps it on the road, unlike Novikov through there.
150 junction, 200 different bumps, 18 caution, middle over big crested jump, that's lap 200, big stop to crested arrow, and 28, 120.
Spin. I think it's going to have cost Chris Meek too much time. 53.1, shaking ahead. A tremendous performance by the pair of them. We can see the frustration, a wry smile from Paul Nagel, the ever-genial Irishman, always a great man to speak to. But Henning Solberg, it has been a long time since we've seen the Norwegian on the podium. In fact, Poland in 2009 was the last time we saw him up there, and it looks like he's going to be able to do it again. He does, he just keeps himself ahead. And for the first time since 2006, Ilkka Minor is on the podium as well. Rogier knows that he's got some quick boys coming through, including this young man. A tremendous performance throughout the rally. Benefited from mistakes from others, kept himself out of trouble, kept going despite an engine problem. Looking good to finish the season the way he started, with runner-up spot in the final rally of the year, as he did in Sweden. Nowhere near as close as he was. I think it was only 6 seconds between him and Hjeveden in Sweden. It's not going to be that. 8th fastest time, but 2nd in the rally for Mads Osberg. What a great end to his season, and really earned the 6th in the World Rally Championship that he would have taken. So, as ever, committed, precise, balanced, entertaining. Everything you could say about Jari-Matti Latvala. His hero, Henri Toivonen, won this rally in 1985 and, of course, in 1980 in a Talbot Sunbeam Lotus, rather. The year 85, the year that Latvala was born. There's been so many Finnish drivers that have won this rally, 13 including Jari-Matti Latvala. Most recently, of course, his teammate Mikko Kievonen, and before that Markus Gronholm. Back, of course, Kankkunen, Mikkola, along with Peter Solberg being a 4-time winner. But Jari-Matti Latvala wins his 5th WRC event, his first win in GB on one of his favourite rallies. And he rounds out 2011 with a deserved victory. An outstanding performance by arguably one of the quickest drivers in the world. Well, definitely one of the quickest in the world. And he does the job for Ford. But Ogier wins the power stage. Latvala gets the 3rd fastest time. And it was Danny Sordo, another Super Rally driver, took the 2nd fastest time for the 2nd time in consecutive rallies. There you see it. 3 different manufacturers and 3 superstar drivers. And Ogier, case of what might have been.
Sebastian, congratulations, another power stage win. A long and difficult weekend for you.
Yeah, of course. After our mistake on Thursday, it was a very long rally, but we had to do it to learn all the stages for the future. I'm happy with this power stage. It's a small touch of happiness to finish the season, and now we will try to prepare as hard as we can the next one.
His 4th power stage win of the season, the most of any driver. Latvala, there we see it confirmed, wins ahead of Osberg. Henning hanging on to 3rd, a great performance by Meek. Best ever Rally GB finish for Wilson, and fantastic debut in WRC for Oik Tanak. Good solid run from Novikov, and Kuiper's in the points again. Ken Block very pleased with that, and Rauschau, another points finish for Mini. Malcolm Wilson and the M Sport boys on their home rally. Delighted with the way it's finished for Jari-Matti and for Mika Antia.
If I could have had the dream result, it would have been for Jari to win, Mikko to finish 2nd and win the championship. Sadly, Mikko didn't do that, but the way that Jari has played the team role this year in supporting Mikko, getting him in that position to be able to come here and challenge for the championship, then I think it's a real reward for the work that he's done. But he's driven absolutely fantastic. I could tell in Sebastian's voice yesterday that he was giving his everything, and Jari was quicker. So for me, it sends out a really clear message.
Jari-Matti, after a season of ups and downs, you deserve this win more than anyone else.
Thank you. It feels really good, because it's in Jordan we were so close, and you know I was almost crying because I lost it. It felt so bad. In some point of the year, I felt like I can't anymore win. It just something was missing. But then I started to get things together, and Rally Finland, I got the gravel set up, and we got the tarmac set up for France. And then I things click together, and I know that every surface now it's gonna work. But I'm really happy that it came this rally, because it's my 10th time in Wales Rally GB. It's a rally where I started my carry, so it's like a 2nd home rally for me.
Well, who would bet against him? 11 stage wins, and that's what it looks like at the end of the World Rally Championship. Loeb confirmed as his 8th World Championship ahead of Kievan, and runner-up again. Ogier, a well-earned 3rd ahead of Latvala. The top 4 drivers clearly in the top 4 places. Peter Solberg, a great performance by Mads Osberg as well, and Citroën Total confirmed as champions for the 7th time as manufacturers ahead of Abu Dhabi Ford and M Sport Stobart Ford. A great performance in 3rd. 11th podium in their championship contention this year.
The fact that he might not have finished number 8 in the World Rally Championship.
A repaired Citroën, and there it is, 8 times world champion.
The Ford was not so competitive, and this year they were really competitive, especially on gravel. And but we were lucky because Latvala had some problem from the beginning, so it was only Hirvonen who was trying to get the title. But I think he did a good job. And on the last rally, he tried to push really hard. He did it. He was really fast. But unfortunately for him, it doesn't last as much. So this is it.
We were 7-time world champion, equal with Michael Schumacher, and now we are 8. So it's an incredible feeling. It was also an incredible feeling because this title was really not easy to take. It was a big battle during all the season with not only Jan Vonen, with Ogier, with Latvala. In every rally we had a big rival. It was always a big fight. We had to give everything all the time, and so finally to have this title at the end of the season is a great moment.
Well, at the end of a tremendous rally season, WRC's been fantastic. And it starts early in 2012 with the legendary Rally Monte Carlo back on the WRC. It will be on MotorsTV from the 17th to the 22nd of January. We'll bring you all of the action from the legendary Coles. And it will be absolutely thrilling to see whether this man can be world champion in 2012. Will the Minis be amongst it? What will Mads Osberg do? Henning looking understandably delighted. What a happy podium. And all of those crews, a 1, 2, 3 for Ford. Fantastic result for them. We've been all over the world. We've brought you action from gravel, from tarmac and from snow. We've brought you the finest drivers in the best cars and some of the best rallies in the world. The spectators have loved it. We've loved it. From me, Simon Hill, it's been my pleasure to bring you the action. It's been heartbreak and it's been frustration for many drivers. And at the end, it's been that man, Sebastian Loeb, who's done it yet again. From all of the team at MotorsTV, spectacular action has been an absolute pleasure to enjoy. It's been thrilling throughout. We will be back in 2012. Thanks for joining us throughout the year. Congratulations to Sebastian Loeb. Well done, Jari Matti. See you soon. Bye-bye.